found in the local concession stands, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, or the all-new Starry Lemon Lime. If you are wanting something other than soda, enjoy Bubbler, Klarbrunn Water, Lipton Teas, Gatorade, and more. Pepsi Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the area athletes a great season.
I'm Alicia Koenig, owner of Remax Realty Shop in Bowling Green. Whether buying or selling, you need an agent who has the right connections and strategies to help you reach your goals. Remax Realty Shop team is here to help.
I'm Mark Long.
I'm Allison Miller.
I'm Les Orr.
I'm Kelly Crane.
I'm Zach Miller.
I'm Brittany Kidd.
I'm Zach Browning.
Whether you want someone to take the wheel for you, or maybe you are just feeling overwhelmed with the process, give us a call today. We'll both be glad you did. Remax Realty Shop, Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
If you're ready to start tanning but feel like you never have time, Custom Works Salon in Bowling Green has the answer for you. Chrissy and the gang now offer 24-hour tanning. For only $55 a month, you can get your glow on. Custom Works also has new hours. On Tuesdays, the salon is open until 8 p.m. Visit their Facebook page for a full list of times. Custom Works Salon, 405 South Court Street in Bowling Green.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Bowling Green tournament coverage continuing, this being opening night. The elephant in the room, if you will. Snow is in our forecast Tuesday night and Wednesday. Fingers crossed that it doesn't really wreak much havoc with schedules, but it's something that there are contingency plans for.
Well, and we know that Coach Matt Chance has a good in with Mother Nature. And I noticed that, Sheriff Stephen Cordy's here as well, so I think they're probably going to take care of that issue.
So we'll pass along, stay tuned to Eagle 102, any of that information as we roll through the course of the week. We're going to set the scene for this ball game, and in just moments we'll take another game break. We'll go to Maddie Ingram, and we'll find out exactly where we stand there as the Bowling Green Lady Bobcats, the 7 seed, are getting ready to square off against their tough draw, the number 2 seed Winfield Lady Warriors. This game, Marianne sees two clubs who, as we mentioned, just recently saw each other.
Yes.
The Louisiana Bulldogs, as yourself and Haley Leak were in Silex, saw the Bulldogs spoil senior night for the Lady Owls.
They sure did. They picked up that win by the score of 51-39. I think the game ended at like 37 all, going off, trying to go memory, 35, 37 all. And Louisiana just came back into overtime and just really played some great basketball. And, Coach Haley Leak had several great things to talk about with the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs club and how dangerous they can be. And when you look at it, they have a winning record. They are 9-8 on the season. Silex is 9-6. So I think it's kind of been maybe a minute or two really since we're this far in the season and Louisiana's had a winning record. So I'd say that confidence is starting to build.
The confidence building for the ball club, the chemistry building for the ball club as well. Again, it's one that's been young and getting an awful lot of experience the last couple years. Coach Brandstetter is just seeing more and more positives as the Lady Bulldogs look to put things together. But this is one of those games early on in the tournament. Silex is the 3 seed. They're facing the 6 seed that just beat them a couple days ago. So not a coin toss to see who's going to advance, but both of them know they're weak, and how that plays out kind of hangs in the balance.
Yep. And we're going to talk more about those keys of the game as the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show continues here on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Kara and Cliff at Show Me Caviar LLC, County Market, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
With 14 stores across Missouri and Illinois, La Crosse Lumber Company provides lumber, quality products, and service to homeowners, builders, DIYers, and more. With some of the top brand names in the business available, La Crosse Lumber has what you need for your next project. Stop into any location for a free estimate before you start your next build. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873.
The friendly and caring staff at Advanced Eye Care have just one goal in mind: to provide professional eye care for the entire family, from comprehensive eye exams to management of glaucoma and cataracts, refractive surgery to specialty contact lenses. You can count on Advanced Eye Care to provide vision for a lifetime. 3 locations to serve you: Bowling Green, Winfield, and Troy, or visit online at aecmo.com. Doctors Denise Harvey, Jessica Downs, Jackie Mudd, and staff hope to see you soon at Advanced Eye Care.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM. Sponsored by Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate in Louisiana.
Marianne, we touched a little bit on some of the keys for both ball clubs when we were reflecting back to their last matchup. One of those will be what adjustments each squad makes based on how that last game went.
Talking to a couple coaches, they discussed the fact that Louisiana is going to probably want to play Silex in a zone defense and kind of make them shoot from the outside, and that they're kind of struggling from that outside shot. But really what Silex wants to do is they want to feed it inside to Sarah Gradicke. That's where they want. Sarah kind of seems to be a little bit taller than most around here. Louisiana matches up well. It was Reese Womack, they gave her all kinds of trouble down in Silex. And then you have Stewart that comes off the bench as well and matches up well with her. So really, Louisiana wants them to shoot from the outside. Of course, Silex wants to shoot from the inside. I mean, it's that simple.
Yeah, no, and not a surprise, but Louisiana really, really struggles when they struggle protecting the ball. When there are turnovers, it seems to drag down their confidence from a shooting standpoint. From they're gaining experience, but there's still a young enough ball club that those kind of mistakes build on each other quickly.
That's going to take care of our keys to the game. We've got your starting lineups and opening tip coming up next here on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Center Locker Service, and PJ Salon.
Hi, this is Amy at Community State Bank of Missouri. Did you know we offer health savings accounts? If you have a high-deductible health plan, you may qualify for a health savings account. HSAs are designed to help you save your money to help pay your deductible. Talk to your employer about our health savings account and let them know you want to keep your money right here at home. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Castile Color Wheel has been proudly serving Pittsfield and the surrounding community since 1950 and is an expanded retail area. They began as a paint retailer handling Benjamin Moore and Pittsburgh paints, developing into a full-service decorating center, including wall coverings and Hunter Douglas custom window treatments. Castile over the years has expanded with home decor, high-quality gift items, bridal and baby registry, an upscale ladies and children's boutique, open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 until noon. Let Castile's be your one-stop shop, located just off the northwest corner of the square in Pittsfield.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, Veolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri and Bowling Green and Troy.
All right, we are ready for starting lineups here in this one, Gordon. We'll start with the home team on the scoreboard. That is the Silex Lady Owls. They are starting a senior, Rita Thurman, wears number 1. A junior, wearing number 2, Abigail Mooney. A junior, wearing number 4, Maddie Isom. A senior, wearing number 11, Maddie Hall. And a senior, wearing number 25, Sarah Gradicke. For the Louisiana Bulldogs, they are starting number 5, Ty Campbell. Number 10, Reagan Bowser. Number 20, Reese Womack. Number 23, Deprecia Chapman. And number 25, Emily Powell.
This one's underway. Womack and Gradicke jumping center. Coming away with the ball is Campbell. And the Louisiana Bulldogs are going to set up their offense for the first possession of the ball game. Bowser goes right wing, losing the ball for a moment is Womack. Now back to Bowser. Bowser's going to drive the far baseline, try to get the pass cross court to Powell, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Owls.
Man-to-man defense from the Lady Owls this evening.
Inbounds pass. Left baseline shot put up, no good. Gradicke with the rebound on the miss by Womack. Quickly up court is Silex trying to keep the ball in play. Louisiana comes away with it. Chapman now to Campbell, who's across half court. Louisiana's going to look to set up their offense again. The Bulldogs going from the right to left of your radio dial. Chapman picks up her dribble, finds a cutting Powell, who loses the handle as she heads into the paint, and she's fouled.
And right now, kind of back and forth as we haven't even played a full minute yet.
Powell's going to inbound the ball for the Bulldogs. Pass up top to Bowser at the top of the key. She goes right side to Womack. Womack's going to drive to the left elbow, then dish off to Campbell. Campbell drives into the paint, puts up the shot. An Owl hits the deck. The bucket doesn't go. And coming away with the rebound that time is Isom for the Owls. The Lady Owls setting up their offense down below the basket and then throwing the ball out of bounds. Errant pass that time from Harrison. The errant pass that time was by Hall. It was Thurman trying to get the ball to Hall, and then Hall ended up having to go out of bounds, and Louisiana sets things up again on offense.
Back-to-back turnovers can't make.
Right
Coach.
wing, three-point shot put up no good by Womack. Bowser coming away with the rebound. She dishes off to Powell. Powell outside the arc on the right wing for the Louisiana Bulldogs. Drives to the left elbow, loses handle, fighting for it. She's on the floor, surrounded by Owls, and gets it to Womack. Womack's going to drive right baseline, get the ball down the quarter of Chapman. Chapman back up top to Campbell. Now right side to Bowser. Back left wing into the corner baseline to Womack. He's going to move into the paint, has it stripped away from Gradicke by Gradicke, and it's going to be called a jump ball possession arrow in favor of the Owls.
So that's really the first turnover here in this ball game for Louisiana.
Inbounding the ball is Thurman. She gets it to Mooney. Mooney cross half court. Tries the skip pass, stolen away.
3 possessions, 3 turnovers by the Lady Owls.
She was looking to get the ball to Hall, getting a hand on it. I think that time was Bowser.
And they gave Powell the foul.
Bulldogs half-court defense as the Owls are working the ball around, get in down low, shots put up, no good. Rebound coming away with it is Powell on the missed shot by Isom, and a foul's called.
Another jump ball where Louisiana takes possession, full court, 2-2-1 defense by the Owls.
Bulldogs looking to break that press. Chapman gets it across half court. Drives right wing, tries to feed it into Powell. Getting a hand on it that time is Hall. Quickly up court in transition. Silex shot off the glass, no good. Getting the rebound that time is Hall. Loose ball being fought for, and it looks like it's going to be a foul against Silex. Mooney picking up the foul.
And I believe that is her second. We'll have to wait and double check that.
Still scoreless. Yep. 5:28 to go as we're just underway in the middle school gym, as the 3-seed Silex Lady Owls taking on the 6-seed Louisiana Lady Bulldogs. Louisiana breaks the full court pressure that time. Chapman with it, gives up her dribble. Womack, left baseline, shots up, no good. Coming away with the rebound is Campbell. Now swing it back around up top to Bowser, left side. Womack, three-point shot, left wing, high off the rim, no good.
And I believe they're going to tag Emily Powell with her second.
And you are correct.
She kind of gave a little elbow to one of the Silex players and helped her to the ground.
Just that quick, couple substitutions. Pedersen coming into the ball game. Also coming into the ball game, Reese for the Bulldogs.
Give you a quick scoring update in the first quarter. Bowling Green leads Winfield 6-1. And as a turnover, as Thurman went for the inbounds play, and she stepped across the line.
So the ball goes back to Louisiana. Pedersen will inbound, gets it into Womack. Over on the far wing, now up top. Driving into the paint, putting up the shot is Campbell. Goes off the backboard, rebound hauled down by Hall. And Thurman's going to bring it across half court, guarded tightly by Bowser. Skip pass cross court to Thurman. She's at the top of the key. Passes up the three. Bowser never allowing too much space between her and her whoever she's defending. Stolen away now by Womack. Reese loses a handle, gets it right back. Reese is going to go 1-on-4. Loose ball coming away with it that time is Gradicke. And Silex will bring it across half court again. Thurman picked up by Bowser. Outside the arc to Williams. Trying to skip pass, getting a hand on it is the Bulldogs. Loose ball coming away with it is Isom, who puts up the shot. It's no good, out of bounds, saying last touch by the Owls.
Saying Hall must have got a hand on it in there and knocked it out of bounds.
So full court pressure from Silex. Louisiana looking to break it. Campbell to Reese, back to Campbell. Now to Bowser, cross half court. Bowser sees the seam. She's going to drive, look to put up the shot, and she's fouled.
So Gradicke's going to pick up her first foul of the night, and that'll send Bowser to the free throw line as both teams still looking to get a point on the board as we've played almost 4 minutes here in the first quarter. It's still scoreless.
5 fouls to no points so far in the ball game. Off the rim. No good is the first free throw attempt from Bowser. And she will get another, looking for the first points of the ball game. Reagan Bowser eyes the free throw. It's up, and it's good.
There's the first points of the match tonight. So Louisiana leads by 1.
Brylan Stewart into the ball game, the 6-foot junior for the Louisiana Bulldogs. Still some full court pressure from Louisiana, light full court pressure. Cross half court is Silex. Bounce pass to Williams. Now back up top, swing it around. Isom to Thurman. Back up top to Isom, who'll take the three-point shot. Air ball out of bounds, and Louisiana will inbound.
Silex has 5 unofficial turnovers here in the first quarter already.
Stewart getting it to Campbell, right back to Stewart. Skip pass to Reese. Reese gets it ahead to Pedersen. Ball goes out of bounds, saying last touch by the Owls. Good defensive pressure that time from Carly Ellis.
So Louisiana will keep the ball, inbound it from the free throw line, extended on the far side.
Womack with the ball. Brings it up to the right wing. Now up top, Reese. Reese gives up her dribble quickly, gets it back to Pedersen. She's going to swing around to right wing. Womack's going to drive baseline, nothing there. Kick it right back out. Campbell's got it in the paint. Now up top to Reese at the top of the key. She drives the right corner, spins, bounce pass into Stewart. Stewart puts up the shot. It hits nothing. Coming down with the rebound that time is Isom. Isom cross half court, right side to Thurman. She's going to pull up from 12. Off the rim, loose ball. Stewart coming away with it, and she's going to hit the deck. Thurman helps her up.
And they're going to call the foul on Stewart. No, they're going to call it on Carly Ellis.
Hey, so Ellis picks up the foul. The Bulldogs will inbound. Still full court pressure. Still 1 point so far in this first quarter of play. Bowser's going to look to break the press. Loses the handle. Thurman comes away. Thurman to Isom. Isom off the glass. And the Owls are up 2-1. They're still in full court pressure. Campbell to Stewart. Cross half court to Reese. Reese being guarded by Ellis. Reese gives up her dribble, goes right side, pass to Bowser, who swings it around to the top of the key. Stewart's down low on the blocks from side to side. Now cutting Campbell gets the ball, and she's fouled.
And again, it looks like Carly Ellis is picking up her second. As Campbell heads to the free throw line, it'll be her first trip to the charity stripe.
5 team fouls for the Silex Owls, 2 team fouls for the Louisiana Bulldogs. We're going to go to Maddie Ingram in the high school gym for an Eagle 102 game break.
It's 8-5 here in the high school gym as Bowling Green is leading Winfield. And so Winfield just got on the board with their first bucket of the night as they had made a few shots from the free throw line. But now 10-5 Bowling Green leads. The only thing that's going wrong for Bowling Green is they're in a lot of foul trouble. Grace Dieters picked up a foul and then picked up the technical foul. She has 2, and there are 3 players with 2 fouls already here in the high school gym. But it's 10-5 for now. Bowling Green student section is loud, and they are leading Winfield 10-7 now. And this was an Eagle 102 game break.
Here, 2 quick buckets on the inbounds. Reese knocks down a shot from the right baseline from about 12 to put Louisiana up 3-2. Then Silex comes away with 2 points of their own.
So Campbell commits a foul. It's going to send, I believe that's Mooney. I can't see the back of her jersey. I believe that's Abigail Mooney to the charity stripe to shoot 2. First one's up, off the mark.
And that bucket for the Owls came from Hall, by the way. So Silex is up 4-3 with 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. Next free throw is up and good by Abigail Mooney.
2-point lead, largest of the night for Silex at this point.
5-3 the score, still full court pressure. Bowser, where a hash mark would be. Chapman, Pedersen, quickly down to Reese. Reese off the glass, good for 2.
We're knotted at 5-all.
Full court pressure from Louisiana. Thurlman looking to get it across half court. Does to Gradicke. Gradicke's on the right wing, now to Thurlman, who's going to look to drive right wing, pick up her dribble, go back up top, swinging it around into the hand of Williams. Now up top to Mooney, back to Mooney. 3-point shot by Mooney, top of the key. It's good.
She drains that 3, gives them the 3-point lead. Abigail Mooney.
Loose ball on the floor. Silex coming away with it. It looks like
it's going to be Louisiana's basketball.
Okay, saying over and back while she was on the floor.
You know, it was such a mess over there with everybody on the court. I'm not sure. I would guess that somebody's foot slipped on the out-of-bounds line.
Driving that time. Right side of the lane, scooping it up off the glass is Womack. Nice bucket. And the Owls' lead is trimmed to 1. Gradicke with the ball as they're looking to break the Louisiana press and throws it away.
Lots of turnovers here in the first, and I think both coaches will probably be addressing that pretty quickly during this break here in quarters.
That pass was intended for Williams. Louisiana quickly breaks the Owls' press this time. Reese now is going to drive and lay it off the glass.
Back to a 1-point lead for Louisiana, and Jalea Reese with 8 on the night.
8 of the 9 for the Louisiana Bulldogs. So she's made her presence felt on offense. Silex gets it across half court, seeing the ball down on the blocks that time, getting it to Maddie Hall, who puts it up and in. Good pass that time from Abigail Mooney to find Hall. So Louisiana looking to break the press, stolen away by Silex, quickly up court, 3-on-1 shot. Off the glass, the rim, and in by Abigail Mooney, and she's fouled.
She'll get the N1, as that's the 6th turnover for Louisiana.
Kate Kinsey checking into the ball game for Silex. Gradicke taking a seat, extending that rest that the post player Gradicke gets for the Silex Owls. Missed free throw. Shot put back up by Hall is no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it up, misses. Then the bucket for Kate Kinsey.
And there's a steal once again.
Steal on the inbound pass, then good hustle by Reese to steal it right back. Reese pushes up court to Bowser. Bowser off the glass and good.
Nice transition there by the 2. And at the end of the first quarter, Silex leads Louisiana 14-11. We've got second quarter action coming your way next from the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Ann Lane Boutique, Family Drug, Custom Work Salon, and Advance Eye Care.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
14-11 the score. Second quarter of action just getting ready to get underway as we head to the high school gym with an Eagle 102 game break from Maddie Ingram.
The second quarter has just started here in the high school gym. 7:17 to play in the first half. 13-7. Bowling Green is still leading Winfield as there's been fouls all over the court on both sides, and there's another one going to the free throw line is Kaylin Womack. So 13-7 Winfield. 7:06 to play in the first half. That's been an Eagle 102 game break.
14-11 here, a quick inbounds, out of bounds, and the Louisiana Bulldogs going to inbound one more time. Errant pass, or a pass that Bowser just couldn't corral. Silex comes away with it, three-point shot off the rim, no good that time.
By Kenzie James. She wears number 3.
And the ball goes out of bounds, saying last touch by Silex.
So with it is Bowser.
Louisiana looking to break the Silex press again. Finally get it across half court. Powell comes away with it, scoops it ahead to Chapman. Chapman to Womack. Womack, it's good, and it's now a 1-point game again.
Hall with it on the far wing.
Silex looking to get things going on offense again. Hall drives into the paint, and she's fouled.
And that's going to go on Emily Powell. I believe that's her third. Yeah.
That is 3 for Powell. So Pedersen checks into the ball game, and Powell's going to take a seat.
After Maddie Hall gets her first free throw attempt. High arcing is up and good.
So that makes it 15-13. The Owls on top of the Bulldogs. 3 seed against the 6 seed. Opening round play from the Bowling Green tournament. Hall eyes another one, and it's up and good. Still full court pressure. Louisiana inbounds. Bowser, bounce pass cross court. Chapman sees the seam. She's got it now right wing, then back to Bowser. Swings it around up top. Three-pointer by Campbell off the back of the rim, off the top of the backboard, and then corralled when it comes down, that time by Abigail Mooney, who's going to bring it across half court for the Silex Owls. She goes left side, driving, putting up the shot off the glass. No good that time is Tori Mudd. Coming away with the rebound would be Pedersen. Now Womack's got it, cross half court, right wing. Right baseline to Bowser, now to Campbell. Campbell's going to drive near free throw line. Then Chapman sees the seam. She drives, puts the ball high off the glass. No good. Coming away with it is Abigail Mooney. Mooney's now cross half court, gives up her dribble over on the far wing. Now pass down low on the blocks. Getting the ball into Maddie Hall that time was Abigail Mooney, and Hall is fouled.
I believe Womack's going to pick up her first foul. She does. Sends Hall back to the free throw line, where she's been perfect so far.
16-13 is the score with 6:21 to go in the first half of play. The next free throw is up, rolls around, and goes down for Hall. Gradicke back into the ball game. Taking a seat now would be Kate Kensey.
4-point lead is the largest of the night for Silex, as they lead, as you mentioned, 17-13 here in the second.
Hall's next one is up and good as well.
She remains 4 for 4 from the charity stripe. Jayla Reese checks back into the basketball game now.
Neither team seems like they're looking to back off the full court pressure. Louisiana looking to break it again. They've struggled at time against the Owls. Campbell doesn't get called for the travel. Gets it across half court into the hands of Bowser. Deflected pass that time. Getting a hand on it was Mooney. Collecting it is Campbell. Left side now to Reese. Back up top to Campbell. To Bowser. Bowser loses a handle on it. It's Campbell who comes away with it. She drives in the paint. Bounce pass to Chapman. Just inside the right elbow. She loses the handle. And we've got Owls and Bulldogs fighting for it. And it looks like it's going to be called a jump ball possession arrow in favor of Louisiana.
So now the Lady Dogs will inbound the ball along the baseline on the near side. Pedersen will have the inbounding duties.
The Bulldogs trailing by 5, 18-13 is the score. On the left wing is Reese. Reese going to swing around to the right elbow for picking up her dribble. Chapman with the three-point shot. Off the rim, rebound hauled down by Mudd. Mudd to Mooney. Mooney looks feed inside to Gradicky. Gradicky can't get it to go. Fighting for the rebound, coming away with it is Reese. Gradicky's going to get called for over the back, and that'll be foul number 2.
It will.
On Sarah Gradicky.
Womack returns for Louisiana. Oh, we're walking to the other end for a 1-and-1.
Because we've had just that many fouls.
We have, and I looked down at the wrong side, and that's what it gets me for.
And a similar foul situation going on in the high school gym with Bowling Green and Winfield squaring off. Bowling Green looking for a big opening round upset. We'll go that direction for another game break with Eagle 102's Maddie Ingram.
It is 16-11, 5:18 here to play in the first half. Bowling Green is still leading Winfield as there's quite a bit of pressure on both sides. It's a very physical game, lots of fouls, but 16-11, Bowling Green is leading Winfield, looking for the upset, just as you mentioned. It would be a 7 seed upsetting the 2 seed, looking to advance in the championship side of the bracket. That's been an Eagle 102 game break from the high school gym.
Tori Mudd misses the shot. The Louisiana Bulldogs looking to inbound, try to get it across half court, and Owls' pressure results in another turnover.
That is another backcourt violation, and Coach Branster wants to take a timeout. He wants to talk to his Lady Dogs. We'll take a timeout as well. 5:13 to go in the half. Silex leads Louisiana 18-13. You're listening to Bowling Green Tournament action on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green Tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Bolin Chevrolet, and Sun Window Company.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana. And let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Owls inbound the ball. They're up by 5. 18-13 is the score. Three-point shot, no good. Off the back of the rim, coming away with the rebound is Mooney. Now Mudd's going to try one from 3. It's no good. The weak side rebound collected and put up that time by James.
Largest lead of the night is at 7 as Pedersen's now getting tied up as James gets in there and gets a hand on it.
And it's going to be basically a possession turnover as the ball goes back to the Silex Owls. It was Pedersen getting wrapped up that time by Silex. Silex has a 7-point lead with 4:51 to go in the first half of play and the opportunity at this point to stretch that. Shots put up and blocked out of bounds.
That's by Macy Mooney. So Abigail Mooney will inbound now.
Abigail trying to get into Gradicky, loose ball. Pedersen comes away with it. 3-on-1 break for Louisiana. Pedersen to Campbell. Campbell looks to put up the shot, and she has it blocked out of bounds by Mudd.
So with the basketball will be the Lady Dogs. They'll have it on the baseline on the near side.
Pedersen will be inbounding. Pedersen throws it out of bounds off of James. And the Bulldogs will look to inbound again. There's Pedersen trying to get into Womack that time, being knocked out of bounds by Gradicky. So Pedersen, one more time, will look to inbound. You can get more than 3 tries. This time she gets it into Reese. Reese going to look to go to her right and her left, get called for the travel as she heads into the paint, and that turnover gives the ball back to the Owls.
So Isom returns to the basketball game.
Just token pressure from Louisiana. Reese and Pedersen picking them up basically when they cross half court and are looking to set up their offense. Pass inside to Gradicky. Gradicky off the glass is good.
And this really is a different team than we saw on Thursday or Wednesday evening. Silex kind of looks like that they're a little bit more in sync this evening, which I think you can tell the difference from the score this evening.
Louisiana looking to break that half-court pressure. Pedersen gets fouled. She goes to the free throw line. 8 team fouls for Silex, 6 team fouls for Louisiana. 22-13 is the score.
Mudd picked up her first foul since Pedersen for the 1-and-1.
Rebound high comes down to Abigail Mooney on the missed free throw. Mooney across half court, loses the handle of the ball. Stewart picks it up. Then she has it stolen away by Thurman. Thurman has it go off her hands. Reese gets it down court to Bowser. Bowser jump stop, looks to put up the shot below the basket, and she's fouled.
That'll send Reagan back to the free throw line. And really, free throws are where Louisiana's really struggling tonight. They could sink a few free throws, they'll be back in this game pretty quickly.
Bowser puts up the free throw, goes off the back of the rim, no good.
Maddie Hall.
(22-13) our score with less than 4 minutes to go in the first half of play.
Second free throw shot is up and good.
22-14. Owls get the ball across half court. Jump stop by Mooney. Now to Thurman. Thurman back to Mooney on the left wing. Skip pass, right baseline. Passing up the three that time. Getting the ball inside to Hall. Hall goes to put up the shot. Hitting the floor hard is Jalea Reese. Hall went to put up the shot, and it was Stewart and Reese who converged on her that time. The bucket didn't have a chance, but Hall finds herself at the free throw line.
We've got another new number out on the court for the Lady Owls. We'll pick that up at halftime. As Hall's first free throw shot is up and good.
A very deliberate stroke from the free throw line for Hall, but a very effective one. She takes the ball low and then high. Arching shot, misses off the front of the rim. Ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Silex. Silex still with full court pressure. Campbell gets into Womack, back to Bowser to Campbell, cross half court to Womack, sees a cutting Reese. Reese has got it on the blocks, gives up her dribble, kicks out to Womack, three-point shot, left wing, no good. Coming away with the rebound that time was Mooney, and Mooney's fouled right away by Bowser.
You can tell Bowser's not happy with herself as they make the long trip back to the other end.
Wasn't happy at all with that foul. Only the first foul of the ball game, though, for the Louisiana Bulldogs, and fouls are something that Reagan Bowser has struggled with throughout her high school career. She picks them up because she plays so aggressively.
Yes. 10 points is the largest lead of the night now for Silex as Abigail Mooney's ready for the back end of 2.
Mooney knocks down another. That makes it 25-14. 9-point lead for Silex. Still at full court pressure. Louisiana trying to break it. Silex coming away with another steal. Ball down to Isom. Isom trying to feed it that time right back to Thurman. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs.
You know, it was Silex who was really struggling with turnovers in the first quarter, and Louisiana's come out and had some struggling with turnovers here in the second.
Pass inside for Mooney to Hall. It doesn't go. In and out. Out of bounds, saying last touch by the Owls, so the Louisiana Bulldogs will inbound. No more full court pressure from Silex. They drop back.
You know, Louisiana's doing a nice job of being able to break that press.
Bounce pass right wing to Bowser. Bowser gives up her dribble, then looks to go baseline to Stewart, but as pass go out of bounds. Stewart's not able to corral it. So another turnover for the Bulldogs.
Another quick scoring update. Bowling Green currently leads Winfield 21-17, still in the second.
Silex setting up their offense. Thurman's going to take three-point shot from the right wing off the front of the rim. No good. Bowser comes away with the rebound, and she's trying to get the ball that time to Campbell, and she's fouled.
Yeah, Rita Thurman's a little shocked that she got the foul called. We'll walk into the other end.
A little bit of contact, a little bit of bump from Bowser, but Thurman got the foul.
Bowser gets to shoot 2 as that's the 10th team foul.
It was kind of a post-contact bump.
It was.
Bowser knocks down the first free throw to trim it to 10.
She's been good from the charity stripe tonight.
Reagan with another. It's up and good. 25-16. is the score. Bowser takes a seat. Pedersen comes into the ball game for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs picking up the Owls at half court. Mooney bringing it across half court. Skip pass down to the corner, trying to feed the ball inside that time. Isom trying to get it to Hall, and it's knocked out of bounds by Campbell for the Bulldogs. So she'll be inbounding again on the right baseline, the near baseline, if you will. Maddie Hall drives, kicks it back out to Isom. Isom has it blocked out of bounds by Womack. Isom was trying to get the three-point shot to go from right side baseline. Now the Owls inbounding again. Skip pass up top, swung around, left baseline, driving that time, having her pass stolen away. And quickly up court is Reese. Reese to Womack. Womack, three-point shot, right wing, good.
That's what the Bulldogs needed.
Reese Womack knocks down the three to pull it back to a 6-point deficit. Thurman with the ball, right wing, goes in the corner. That time to Isom. Isom swinging it around to Mooney.
That's Mayer over on the far side wearing number 14, Olivia Mayer.
The Owls working around outside the arc. Now left corner. Mooney steps in, puts up the shot. It's no good. Getting the rebound is Isom. Isom has her shot blocked by Womack. Campbell cross half court. Jalea Reese with it over on the left wing. She drives into the paint. Nice bounce pass that time to Stewart.
And just like that, the Lady Dogs are making a comeback down by 4.
Owls quickly go inside to Hall. And Hall's going to get tagged for travel. Coach Branstetter letting them play through what looked like a period where they were struggling. Now full court pressure again from the Silex Owls. Louisiana trying to break it, quickly does. Campbell to Reese, now to Womack, who sees Pedersen down low. Pedersen gets the ball, puts up the shot, and she's fouled by Mooney.
And that'll be the third on Mooney.
It was a good job that time by Womack, seeing Pedersen on the right blocks. Got the ball to her. The foul got called. Mooney, a big part of moving the ball around on the offense for Silex.
Up and good from Pedersen. So Olivia Mailer, still stays in the ball game as Taya Williams returns.
Mailer wearing number 14 for the Owls in their home white uniforms. Free throws up and good by Pedersen. Now it's a 2-point ball game after Louisiana trailed by almost a dozen.
11, that's correct.
Owls setting things up on offense. Williams again back into the game. Thurman with it up top. She's guarded by Bowser. Right side, Isom. Isom trying to go back to Hall. Hall kicks it back out to Thurman, who'll take the three-point shot from the left wing, and she knocks it down.
Thurman drains that three to get in the books tonight.
Still full court pressure as Louisiana tries to break it. Bowser has her pass stolen by Isom. Isom gets it to Thurman. Thurman off the glass. It's good. Still more full court pressure. Louisiana fighting Bowser on the floor, trying to hold on to the ball. Gets it to Campbell. Now to Pedersen. 3-on-1 break for Louisiana. Pedersen gets it to Stewart. Stewart can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound underneath the basket. Lots of contact coming away with the ball. That time it looks like Silex. Was it a jump ball?
I believe that is exactly what they called it. Was a jump ball, possession arrow. Well, yeah, because it's with Louisiana. I'm like, well, I said that. That's what I thought I saw.
Now Louisiana, it looks like, going to be inbounding the ball just that quickly. It's back to a 7-point lead for the Owls. Campbell inbounding, bounce pass to Reese. Reese, left wing, shot, no good. Getting the rebound and putting it up is Campbell, and Campbell's fouled.
She's headed back to the charity stripe. Down by 7 with just under 30 seconds to go here in the half.
29.6 seconds with Campbell at the free throw line. We're going to go to the other gym real quick for a game break from Eagle 102's Maddie Ingram.
It is halftime here in the high school gym, and Bowling Green has lost their lead for the first time all night. Winfield leads this game 24-23, and the story of losing that lead is just turnovers from Bowling Green. They were able to cut back their fouling, but just struggled with turnovers late in the second quarter. But 24-23, Winfield is able to capitalize on those turnovers from Bowling Green. So a little bit of work to do, but a close one here. But once again, it's Winfield leading high school gym.
Campbell knocks down both of her free throws. And then Isom knocks down the three-point shot for Silex. Louisiana now struggling to break the full-court pressure from Silex. They do. Reese Womack up court, bounce pass to Stewart down on the right blocks, and she gets it in. So it's a 5-point game at the buzzer as we head to the half here. Number 3 seed Silex leading 6 seed Louisiana by a score of 33-27. You're listening to area high school basketball action from the Bowling Green Tournament on KJFM Radio.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Casey Sutton, certified athletic trainer with Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri. Member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
At the half, 33-27, the Silex Owls lead the Louisiana Bulldogs. We're also at the half between 2-seed Winfield and 7-seed Bowling Green. We'll go that direction for an update there, and then we'll come back and let you know where we stand scoring-wise here. Maddie?
Yes, it is halftime. There is 4 minutes and 20 seconds left of halftime here, but they just did a chuck a duck to the center of the court, so people were purchasing ducks, and they threw it to the middle of the court. Leading this game, though, is Winfield, as they were able to come from behind, take advantage of some turnovers that Bowling Green had. 24-23 is our score, so Bowling Green has led for all of the first half, and it wasn't until the last couple of minutes of the first half that we saw Winfield take the lead, and it would have been it's going to be a big upset if Bowling Green can pull this off, as they are the 7-seed, Winfield the 2-seed, so we'll see how the second half goes, but looking good from Bowling Green. They just need to stay out of foul trouble and limit the turnovers in the second half. That's been an Eagle 102 game break.
And a reminder that Bowling Green Bobcats Winfield Warriors game, the 2-7 matchup, available in its entirety online at kjfmradio.com as well, and on our YouTube page, so you can follow along all of the action from the Bowling Green tournament on KJFM Radio, kjfmradio.com, the KJFM Radio app, on Alexa, on our YouTube channel.
We basically have you covered. If you can't find the games, you're not looking very hard.
33-27 is where we're at right now in the half. Coming up, we'll take a look at scoring and how that first half broke down. You're listening to area high school basketball action on KJFM Radio.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports, brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and Meyer Implement Company.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Salem Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer. When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat debit card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat debit card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Becky Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Gordon Sanders, Marianne Everhart at the half. The Silex Lady Owls working their way back out onto the court. We'll see the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs soon. The second game, or the third and fourth game of the night, depending on how you look at it, from the Bowling Green tournament, as the 3-6 matchup is taking place right here in the middle school gymnasium. We're getting game breaks on the 2-7 matchup, which is Winfield against Bowling Green. Maddie Ingram's in that gym, plus Mark Froelich with company as well. That's over right. In that gym.
Yep, he and Corey Buchanan have those games for you.
And you can find those games as well in their entirety online at kjfmradio.com. So, Marianne, the Silex Lady Owls, the Louisiana Bulldogs, no shortage of fouls in that first half. Number of trips to the free throw line, but the Owls coming away with a little bit more offense.
That's right, and leading scorer for them right now is Maddie Hall. She has 9 on the night, followed by Abigail Mooney with 8. Rita Thurman and Maddie Isom each with 5, and then adding 2 each is Kate Kinsey, Sarah Gradicke, and Kenzie James. The Owls are 8 for 11 from the charity stripe this evening. For the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs, they are led in scoring this evening by Reese Womack. She has 7. Reagan Bowser with 6. Jalea Reese with 6. Brylan Stewart has 4. And then Jordan Pedersen has 2. And then also having 2 is Ty Campbell. They are 8 for 14 from the charity stripe.
The Owls with, if my radio math is correct, 12 players who've seen time in this ball game so far.
Yeah, I don't have mine numbered out, but yeah, they've used everybody off their bench tonight.
Yeah, Rita Thurman, Abigail Mooney, Maddie Isom, Kate Kinsey, Taya Williams, Maddie Hall, Carly Ellis, Tori Mudd, Sarah Gradicke, Kinsey James, Macy Mooney, and Olivia Mailer.
Yeah.
All seen time for the Owls and all contributed
they
for
have.
the Owls.
I say what, and I know that, Coach Leak and I had the chance to talk to Coach James after that overtime loss, and he wasn't real happy with the way some things went, and talked about playing some of these younger players and, kind of worried about a little bit doing that on senior night, and obviously has no trouble doing that here tonight in this one. It's a completely different atmosphere, different game.
The Louisiana Bulldogs drew this ball game to, I think, within a point down the stretch here in the second quarter. And then just that quick, Silex was up by 7.
Well,
again.
as you mentioned, turnovers. Those were big for both teams. Louisiana is really struggling here in the first half with some turnovers. They've done a nice job of breaking that press that Silex keeps putting on for that full court press, getting it into the front court, finding somebody open underneath the basket and putting it up. But really turnovers on the inbounds play. Silex has done an awesome job of breaking those up. We've seen Maddie Isom, we've seen Maddie Hall, we've seen Abigail Mooney really get their hands in there and break up those plays, and then they're able to immediately take it right to the hoop and score.
The Louisiana Bulldogs against the Silex Owls, 33-27 is the score. Will determine which one, the 3 seed or the 6 seed, get to advance in the championship bracket. If you missed it a little bit earlier this evening, we've already had 2 games decided.
We had the Ellsbury Lady Indians picked up the win over the number 8 Vanpar Lady Indians, 47-29. In that game, Lady Indian Amara Jensen scored her 1,000th career point, so congratulations to her. And then in another very close one here in this gym, you heard right before this, it was number 5 North Callaway upsetting number 4 Clopton, a 45-41.
In a game that the Clopton Lady Hawks controlled for the majority of the ball game.
They got up by about 13, all in the first half, and when they came out in the second half, it was just a completely different club. Things weren't going correctly for them, and I think that probably played on them mentally a little bit, and they just couldn't quite rebound.
Our second half getting ready to get underway, officially rolling into the third quarter of play. Silex inbounds the ball, and Isom tries to feed in down low to Gradicke. Good defense that time by Womack, who gets a hand on it. Gradicke has it again below the basket and throws it away.
And that's what we're talking about turnover-wise. Basically, we're going to call it the Monday night blues. Everybody seems to be having a little bit of trouble taking care of the basketball for all 4 teams we've seen here in this gym.
Powell back in the ballgame for Louisiana. Powell cuts into the paint, then dishes out right baseline to Womack. Womack knocks down the shot from about 12, and it's 33-29. Steele, Bowser getting a hand on it. Now quickly ahead to Womack. Womack gets it to Campbell. Campbell, right side, fighting for the ball, getting a hand on his Isom. Then Louisiana comes back away with it. Bowser's going to drive into the paint, and she's fouled as she slashes to the right box down low, looks to put up the shot.
And really, that's what Silex did in the first half. They came out, had 3 possessions and 3 turnovers just in that first half. So that's kind of how they started. They've had 2 possessions now and 2 turnovers.
Reagan Bowser knocks down free throw number 1. Emily Powell, we had touched on it before, but she missed a good chunk of the first half.
She had 3 fouls still in the first quarter, so she set all the second quarter.
Bowser knocks down the second.
Just like that, it's a 2-point basketball game.
Powell on the court along with Chapman, Campbell, Womack, and Bowser. Silex breaks the press. Gradicke now has Bowser strip the ball away from her. It's on the floor. A pair of Owls and the Bulldog fighting for it.
And the possession arrow is back in favor of Louisiana. So, again, 3 possessions, 3 turnovers for Silex.
Campbell's going to inbound to Powell. Powell bringing it across half court. No full court pressure from Silex. Bowser at the top of the key, goes right side to Womack. Womack looks to drive baseline, nothing there, gives up her dribble, sees it cutting Campbell, gets it down low. Campbell puts it up off the glass, no good. Fighting for the rebound that time would be Campbell and Hall.
So this time the arrow favors Silex.
Campbell wasn't able to get the shot go. Louisiana with 3-quarter court pressure. Silex looking to break it. Mooney. Skip pass to Isom. Isom sees a cutting Gradicke. Gradicke off the glass that time. Powell smartly avoided the foul.
Makes it 35-31. And again, a quick feet in there by Maddie Isom. She played a really key part defensively in that matchup last week. Unfortunately, she fouled out before the game was over with.
Full court pressure from the Silex Owls, with Gradicke being the deep player back. Breaking it is Bowser. Bowser to Chapman. Chapman up top to Powell. Powell's going to drive left elbow, kick it out to Chapman. He'll take the 3 off the rim, no good. Womack with the rebound, drives in, puts up the shot, just can't get it to go. Coming away with the rebound are the Owls. Thurlman down court to Hall. Hall, the give and go. Hall to Mooney, then back to Hall. Puts it off the glass as they had a 3-on-1 break against Chapman and were able to get the bucket to go.
Hall now with 11 points in this matchup.
Louisiana looking to break the Owls' press. Again, Campbell crossed half court. Owls putting some pressure on her. The ball goes out of bounds, saying last touch by Silex. Louisiana will inbound. Campbell right in front of the Bulldog bench. Pressure from Isom. Campbell gets it into Womack. Right wing, swings it around left wing. Far side now is Bowser. She puts the ball on the floor, dribbling it back up top, giving it off to Powell, who's going to drive left elbow. Gives up her dribble. She's in the paint, nowhere to go with it. Bounce pass to Womack. So Louisiana will inbound. And it's going to be called a hold on Gradicke.
And that is her third.
You have to assume at this point, okay, Gradicke's going to take a seat.
And that's going to bring in Carly Ellis, who has 2 fouls. So Silex still with playing with quite a few fouls.
If Gradicke stayed in, you'd have to assume Louisiana was going to take it to her, just like they did right there. The inbounds pass to Womack, who puts up the shot, and she's fouled.
That's going to go against Isom, her first.
Nice cut that time by Womack. A good open look right under the basket sends Reese to the free throw line. First one's up off the rim, no good.
But it is 3 quick fouls for Silex. So, again, if you want to pull away and hold on to this game, they're going to have to move their feet. They're going to have to be more meticulous with those, not picking up those fouls.
Womack can't get either free throw to go. Silex comes away with the rebound. Abigail Mooney cross half court, left wing, tries to feed it down low. Stolen away that time when Mooney was looking for Isom. It was Womack with the ball, who gets it to Campbell. Now to Powell, now loose ball, poked away by Isom. Powell's able to track it back down, leaves Isom behind, who finally catches up to the action. Bowser's going to drive the paint, put up the shot, and she's fouled.
And that's really who Silex doesn't want at the free throw line.
Reagan Bowser goes to the free throw line as we head to the other gym for another Eagle 102 game break.
Winfield has really taken the lead here in the third quarter. It's 33-25 with 3 minutes to play, and Bowling Green has continued with fouls and turnovers here in the second half, and unfortunately they're struggling to make baskets. It's 33-25. Winfield is leading Bowling Green here in the high school gym. That's been an Eagle 102 game break.
Missing the first 3 throws, Reagan Bowser, and she knocks down the second. Silex inbounds. 37-32 the score with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter of play. Ball goes out of bounds, saying last touch by the Louisiana Bulldogs, knocked out of the hands of Abigail Mooney. So the Owls are going from the right to the left of a radio dial. Thurman inbounds it to Mooney. Mooney swings it around near the top of the key. Goes back left wing to Thurman. Baseline now to Isom. Isom skip pass up top to Mooney. He's going to dribble into the paint and then look over on the right baseline that time for Ellis as the Owls now skip pass to Isom, who's going to drive left baseline. Shots up, no good. Contested shot. She couldn't get to go that time. Campbell quickly across half court. Isom tries to poke it away from behind. Jalea Reese will put up the 3 from the left wing. No good. Fighting for the rebound is Bowser coming away with it. Tries to feed it down low to Pedersen. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Silex.
You know, smart move there is they try to go cross court there, and it was lined with Lady Owls. The chances of it going out of bounds last touch by Silex was pretty high.
Reese up top. Bowser will try to knock down the 3 from the left wing, and it's good.
Reagan Bowser just on fire. We saw this in the last game with Bevlins coming in and really making a huge impact for North Callaway. Bowser starting to do the same thing.
Owls looking to set things up on offense, trying to feed in low to Hall. Pass a little bit too far outside of her outstretched hands. Coming away with it is Campbell. Gets it to Pedersen. Quickly up court now into the hands of Bowser. Into Campbell, who's looking to drive. A little bit of space there, but she kicks it back out to Reese. Reese sees the seam. She puts the ball high off the glass. Good D that time. Help from Hall that forced Reese to adjust her shot. Big smile from Jalea Reese.
Well, and mainly because they said it was tipped off the hands of Silex, so it stays with Louisiana under their own basket.
Powell will be inbounding. Stewart into the ball game. Bowser taking a seat. That foul went against Isom, her second. Inbound pass to Pedersen, to Campbell. Top of the key to Reese, out of Powell as the Bulldogs continue to work it around. Stewart patrolling the block. Stolen away now by Thurman from Reese. Thurman's going to look to spin in the paint, put up the shot. She gets the bucket to go. And the foul. The foul's going to go against Jalea Reese.
That's just her second. But sends Rita Thurman to the free throw line. And really, Thurman, Mooney, Isom, all 3 of them, you cannot sleep on them. They have nice long reaches and are able to quick hands to get in there.
39-35, missed free throw. Stewart with the rebound. It's a 4-point lead for Silex with 3:27 to go in the third quarter. Louisiana brings the ball up the court. Far side is Reese. She gives up her dribble, trying to get it somewhere. instead drop step, puts up the shot, can't get it to go. Loose ball foul going to be called.
And they're going to call it on Campbell. That's her second. Only the second team foul for Louisiana here in the third quarter.
Compared to 5 team fouls for the Owls. Reese, around three-quarter court is where she's going to pick up Thurman and Mooney. Mooney gets it across half court. Goes left side to Mudd. Mudd, baseline, shot put up, no good. Coming away with the rebound is Hall. The missed bucket that time by Ellis. Hall got the rebound right below the basket, put it up, got the bucket and the foul. So another opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play.
And that is the fourth foul on Emily Powell.
Free throws up and good by Hall. Powell's going to take a seat. She got to play a little bit in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's all about positioning.
So Louisiana looking to break that full court pressure. Get it across. Bowser's got it. She sees the seam. She's going to drive and get called for the charge.
Oh, and not only is Bowser a little upset, Coach Derek Brandstetter is not exactly happy either. So that's only her second, but it evens it up. We now have 4 team fouls each.
42-35 the score with less than 3 minutes to go in the third quarter of play. Silex breaks the Louisiana press. Hall, right wing, now gets it to Mooney. Mooney's going to drive near the blocks, kick it back out to Tori Mudd. Getting a hand on the ball that time, I think, was Bowser for Louisiana. It was loose, but Silex corrals it and struggling to get back in that rhythm and set up their offense. 7-point lead for the Owls. Mooney dishes off to Mudd. Mudd's going to drive to the right elbow. A little bit of contact that time, and Mudd's going to get called for the charge.
A little shocked at that call. However, I think she may have gotten away a little bit with carrying the basketball.
She's trying to figure out exactly what she did wrong, and I think they've decided there might have been a forearm shiver in there somewhere.
I guess so.
Womack gets into Pedersen. Pedersen quickly crossed half court. Womack sees a little seam, tries to feed it down low to Stewart, and a foul's going to be called.
And that's going to be a Carly Ellis. Now she has 3 fouls. So Abigail Mooney, Carly Ellis, and Sarah Gradicke all have 3 for Silex.
In danger of wearing out a whistle or two in the ballgame.
Could be Kate Kinsey's going to return now for Silex for Ellis.
Louisiana inbounds Pedersen to Womack. Right wing Bowser. Down in the blocks is Hall. Pedersen with the ball. 3-point shot, right wing. Reese Womack knocks down the 3 from the right baseline. Breaking the press from Louisiana. Driving. Putting up the 3-point shot is Mudd. Mudd shot no good. Hall with the rebound. Pressure that time. Coming away with the rebound is Womack. Womack trying to push it up court to Bowser. Bowser sees it cutting. Stewart looks to take a dribble, loses it. Trying to get the ball to Reagan Bowser, who's hustling for it, ends up in the stands. And it's out of bounds, last touch by Louisiana, so it'll be Silex ball.
1:43 to go here in the third.
Silex right wing, jump stop, Thurman to Mooney, swinging it around left side, Mudd from 12. Rolls around and down.
Tori Mudd with her first points of the night for the Owls.
And it's a 6-point lead for Silex. 1:25 to go in the third quarter of play. Pedersen with the ball as Louisiana struggling to break the Silex Owls press, and Coach Brandstetter wants to talk about it.
We'll take a timeout as well with 1:18 to go in the third. Silex leads Louisiana 44-38 as you're listening to Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green Tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Pogue Ford, Silex Banking Company, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Again, Louisiana looking to break the Owls' press. Owls coming away with a jump ball. And the possession arrow is going to be in favor of Louisiana. 44-38 the score. Louisiana gets the ball, again, inbounds, cross half court. Bowser being guarded up top by Kinsey.
Pedersen working against Rita Thurman. That's quite a matchup of the number ones.
Campbell drives right elbow, and the foul's going to be called against Tori Mudd.
And that'll be her third.
At 53.8 seconds to go in the third quarter of play. Campbell going to the line as we head to the high school gym for another Eagle 102 game break with Maddie Ingram.
The final quarter of play is right about to get underway. We have 37-30 as our score. Winfield is leading Bowling Green. Bowling Green was gaining some momentum at the end of the third quarter, but still both sides are in some foul trouble as they had posted 6 on each side for each team in the third quarter. So it's been a very physical, very aggressive game here in the high school gym, but right now it's Winfield leading Bowling Green 37-30. It's been an Eagle 102 game break.
During that game break, missed the turnover for the Owls and a turnover for the Bulldogs, so Silex is going to have the ball back with 36.7 seconds to go in the third quarter of play. Up still by 6, 44-38 is the score.
Louisiana looks like they're trying to put a little bit of a trap in there. Silex has no problem getting into the front court.
Thurman to Mooney to Isom. Isom down low. Chapman wrestling the ball away from her, saying it was last touch by Chapman, so the Owls will inbound. Mooney's the trigger man. She's being guarded by Womack. Gets the ball right wing. Pass to Thurman off the rim. No good. Mooney with the rebound. High off the glass. It's good.
Abigail Mooney really just taking control there and going back up strong to extend this to an 8-point lead.
The Bulldogs get to Womack. Campbell left side to Pedersen. Pedersen cross half court. Is going to drive, pull up from 12. Off the back of the rim, no good. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Silex has possession. We'll run out the clock in the third quarter of play. After 3 quarters, the Silex Owls, the 3 seed, lead the 6 seed Louisiana Bulldogs 46-38. You're listening to Bowling Green tournament action on KJFM Radio.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Calumet of Missouri, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
In James A. Wilson Gymnasium, we go into the fourth quarter of play to determine who advances on in the championship bracket. Opening round play from the Bowling Green tournament, the Silex Owls lead the Louisiana Bulldogs 46-38. The Bulldogs have made it a ball game a couple times in the second half, but Silex keeps stretching back out that lead.
Well, really, turnovers is the big key here, and if Silex can hold their turnovers down here in the fourth quarter and keep Louisiana off the free throw line, the Owls might be able to come away with this win.
Working the ball outside the arc. Probably we'll see some deliberate possessions as long as Silex has the lead, looking for a good high percentage shot. The Owls will be inbounding. 7 team fouls for the Owls, 5 team fouls for the Bulldogs.
And Ty Campbell just picked up her third.
Silex inbounds to the backcourt. Mooney right side now to Thurman. From the free throw line, shots put up and in by Hall.
Maddie Hall has been strong tonight, and Louisiana just doesn't seem to have an answer for her.
Offensively and defensively. Louisiana breaks the Owls' press. Pedersen on the far wing, gets it to Campbell, who swings up top. Now goes back left side to Pedersen. Looks to drive, gives it up right elbow to Womack. Womack to Bowser. Bowser sees a seam. She drives, finds a wide open lane, and lays it off the glass.
You could have driven a Mack truck through that one.
48-40. Silex still leads. Thurman, three-point shot now. Isom off the glass, no good. Rebound coming down that time in the hands of Mooney. Mooney puts up the shot. It was no good, gets her own rebound, and then she's fouled on her follow-up attempt.
I believe they're going to tag Deprecia Chapman with that one, and that should be her second.
Fourth quarter just underway.
As Mooney has the free throw line to shoot 2.
Mooney's first is up and in.
Both teams in the bonus.
Would never want to be the one to spread this rumor, but free throws kind of important down the stretch.
They are. See, this is what happens when you don't tell people that during your keys to the game.
Mooney's next free throw rolls around and in, gets a big smile from Abigail Mooney. Still full court pressure from the Owls. Bulldogs looking to break it. Reese quickly across half court. She's going to drive, put up the shot, and collect the foul.
Just a quick scoring update from the high school gym. Still in the fourth quarter, Winfield now leads Bowling Green by 3, 37-34.
The 2-seed Winfield Warriors trailing for a good chunk of the first half by the 7-seed Bowling Green Bobcats came back and took the lead in that ball game, but now are just clinging to a 3-point lead. You can find that game in its entirety online at kjfmradio.com.
So the first free throw shot is up and no good by Reese. Kinsey James returns the basketball game for Mooney.
Reese at the free throw line. Free throws up off the side of the rim, no good. Fighting for the rebound that time, Powell and Thurlman. Thurlman comes away with it quickly across half court. Dishes it off to James. Now Isom on the right elbow, getting the ball that time to Kinsey. Loose ball on the floor, coming away with it, the Bulldogs. And it's going to be called a double dribble against Reagan Bowser, who really had nothing to do but collect at that time. Winfield Warriors now up 39-34 over the Bowling Green Bobcats. Here, the Owls inbound. Thurlman, right side, James. Three-point shot, left wing, Isom, air ball, collected by Thurlman. James now is going to put the shot up from the right wing, no good. Getting the rebound is Isom. She puts it up, nothing there. Womack coming away with the rebound. So Powell's going to look to break the press. She needs a little bit of help. Finds Womack round half court. Womack's now going to drive right wing, kick it out to Reese. Reese sees the same. Drives into the paint, puts up the shot, and Reese is going to get tagged for the foul. She's going to get hit with the charge.
So that'll be Jalea's third.
Owls quickly cross half court. They're up by 10 with just under 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter of play now. James right side to Hall. Hall's going to pull up, nothing there. Owls continue to swing it around. Off on the left wing, James back up top. Near half court is Thurlman. Thurlman guarded by Bowser. She's going to drive right side. Three-point shot, Maddie Hall. Just off the right baseline, no good. Rebound collected by the Owls.
And here's that zone defense we talked about in the pregame, the 1-2-2 from the Dogs.
James has on left wing, skip pass cross court to Hall. Off on the right wing, then kicking it right back out again to Thurlman. Now at the free throw line, extended driving, kicking the ball out to Isom, and the Owls again very deliberate on the.
They're really looking to kill some clock here, and they're doing a nice job of it. Kinsey has it at the free throw line, down low to Hall. Hall shots up and good.
Super patient, waiting until they found Maddie Hall open on the block. Nice pass that time from Kate Kinsey. Maddie Hall converts, and it's now a 12-point lead for Silex.
Which happens to be the largest of the night.
Emily Powell gives up her dribble. She's being trapped, trying to get the ball to Bowser, and Powell is fouled.
Just want to let you know in the other gym, 41-38 is our score now as Winfield leads.
Emily Powell going to the free throw line as we head for an Eagle 102 game break to Maddie Ingram.
Kaylin Womack just even things out a little bit here as it's 45-40. Winfield is leading Bowling Green. Make that 47-40. It's just been back and forth in this gym. Lots of fouls, lots of turnovers, just a lot of energy as the Bowling Green student section is definitely putting the pressure on Winfield's student section and fan section as well. But 47-40, Winfield leads Bowling Green. That's been an Eagle 102 game break from the high school gym.
52-41 here as the shot was put up by Powell, and she's got another free throw. This one rolls around and down to bring it back to 10, and we've got a timeout. Less than 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter of this ballgame. Silex leads 52-42.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by the Mercantile Bank, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pepsi.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
52-42 is the score. The Silex Owls leading the Louisiana Bulldogs, and we just had that game break from Maddie Ingram where the Bowling Green Lady Bobcats have given a pretty good scare to the Winfield Lady Warriors.
Oh, yeah. Bowling Green is kind of coming on, with a high after having some success here recently, and knew that, they always play at another level when it comes to the Bowling Green tournament. So,
well, and we had that conversation before play started this evening, and you liked the Lady Bobcats odds against the Winfield Warriors.
I did. I really thought that if there was going to be an upset, that could be the first one of the night, to be honest with you.
And 2-7 is sometimes where it falls when you've got a tight field like that. The Owls inbounding the ball, full court pressure from Louisiana. Owls quickly break it. Turns into a 3-on-3 break. Rita Thurman slows things up. And it looks like they're basically running a weave at this point. Ellis with the ball as she got the handoff from Isom. James with it now on the left wing. She's going to swing it around right side, look to hand it off to Thurman.
And really it forced Louisiana out of their zone defense.
And this would be one of those reasons. And then there's a carry. Silex turns it over as Maddie Isom gets her hand in the wrong spot that time.
Yeah, this was the argument some would make for the needing of a shot clock in high school basketball.
Which we saw over the weekend at the shootout up in Quincy because there was a 35-second shot clock there. It did pick up the tempo of the ball games. Campbell with the ball. Left wing, Bowser. Bowser now up top to Powell. Louisiana needs points if they're looking to draw themselves back into this ball game. 4 minutes to go. Powell gives up her dribble. Now goes to Campbell. Back to Bowser. Bowser looking for some space. She drives and a foul's called.
That's going to be number 4 on Carly Ellis. And that'll send Bowser back to the free throw line. Not who Silex would like to see standing there this evening.
Exactly who the Bulldogs are looking to see
Absolutely.
At the free throw line.
And that's the 10th team foul. And that was, that's number 5 for Carly Ellis.
And again, Bowser will be shooting 2. And at this point, the Owls, as you mentioned, trying to keep especially Bowser, but the Bulldogs off the free throw line, so they're not putting up points when the clock's not moving.
And Bowser's first up and good. So Bowser once again spins the ball in her hand, dribbles a couple times.
Reagan Bowser gets another. Shots up, and it's good.
We won't talk about stats for her from the free throw line until the post game, but again, if Silex is paying attention, the girls are paying attention, they don't want her there.
Louisiana, full court pressure. Silex looks to break it. Isom cross half court. Isom goes right side to Thurman. So again, we'll expect Silex to look to kill some clock here. Thurman hands off to Isom. Isom to Mooney. Again, Silex continuing to work the ball outside the arc. 3-point shot put up by James, no good. Getting the rebound, the follow, putting it right back up and in is Maddie Isom.
That's her first points here in the second half, and back to that 10-point lead.
Points at a key point in the game for Silex. Quickly getting the ball down low, Jalea Reese. Nice pass from Chapman that time to find the cutting Reese, who puts the ball off the glass. It's good. 54-46 the score. 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Silex pulling the ball outside the arc again. Thurman's guarded by Bowser. Hands it off to Mooney. Deep near half court is Mooney now. Chased that direction by Reagan Bowser. Feeding the ball inside to Gradicke. Hitting the floor that time is Chapman. Gradicke gets her own rebound off the missed shot. It was no good, but then James, one of the smallest players on the court, gets it, puts it up high off the glass, gets it to fall, and takes the lead back to 10 for Silex. Chapman with it at the top of key. She's going to drive into the paint, put the ball off the glass, and good.
And all of a sudden, a heated Coach Branstetter calls a timeout with 2:20 to go in the ball game. Silex leads this one 56-48. You're listening to Bowling Green Tournament action on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Knight Equipment Company, and Advanced Physical Therapy.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, Veolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
56-48 is the score here. The Silex Owls leading the Louisiana Bulldogs as we send things for an Eagle 102 game break to Maddie Ingram.
There is just over a minute to play here in the fourth quarter, and it's Bowling Green trailing Winfield 47-44. And Bowling Green has been making a comeback. Let's talk about Kaylin Charlton. She has had a great night for Bowling Green. Lots of rebounds. She's put a lot of points up. And I don't think without her, they're in this game. So big night for Kaylin Charlton. It's 47-44. Winfield leading Bowling Green. That's been an Eagle 102 game break from the high school gym.
In just moments, we'll send things right back to Maddie to finish up that ball game as it's the 2-7 seed, a 3-point difference there. We have an 8-point difference here. 2 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock right now. Silex driving, putting up the shot right baseline, no good. Rebound, Maddie Isom coming away with it for the Owls. She kicks it out to Thurman, and Silex again looking to kill a little bit of clock on offense as they're operating outside the arc. Now driving, bounce pass, trying to get it to Gradicke, loose ball being fought for. Campbell and Gradicke both on the floor, jump ball in favor of Louisiana. Heading to the other gym again for another Eagle 102 game break with Maddie Ingram.
Play has just resumed, and Winfield has possession of the ball, trying to do a little keep away as they are holding on to that 3-point lead over Bowling Green, 47-44 with just 43 seconds to play, and they're just passing the ball around and sending Bowling Green all over. Finally, someone fouls for Bowling Green, which is exactly what they needed, but there's a lot of girls in foul trouble. Anybody on the floor right now has 4 fouls apiece except for Natalie Hickerson, and she's coming off now, but they sent number 10, Lily Boschert, to the free throw line. So Boschert has 4 fouls herself for Winfield. So the student section gets loud. It's 47-44, 40 seconds to play. Bowling Green trying to make it out of this one. And missing the free throw was Boschert, but gaining repossession of that ball on a rebound was Rinsley Davidson of Winfield. She kicks the ball to Gillespie. Back to Davidson and fouled again. So Bowling Green still trying to hold on. Just 30 seconds to play. 47-44. It's been an Eagle 102 game break.
Here it's a 6-point ball game. The Silex Owls leading the Louisiana Bulldogs with a minute left to go in the game.
Tell you what, both games seem to be nail-biters this evening, and everything you want to see in opening tournament action. They're setting the tone for all week, I think.
And a reminder, you can find that Lady Bobcats game in its entirety online right now at kjfmradio.com on the YouTube channel, all of the usual suspects.
That's right, and of course that's where they'll be all week long as we continue to have games for you right here on KJFM.
58-52, 3-seed Silex leading 6-seed Louisiana. Big bucket from Jalea Reese. And the Owls will now be inbounding the ball with 1:21 on the clock and a 6-point lead. Silex doing their best to kill clock on each possession. Feeding the ball inside, fighting for it. Chapman and Thurman went out of bounds. Last touch by Thurman.
Now that's one of those momentum things that Louisiana needs, and they really need to score on this possession.
Campbell getting into Bowser. Bowser up at the top of the key. Reese flashing through the paint. She's being guarded by Gradicke. Campbell drives right elbow, gives up her dribble. Back to Reese. 3-point shot up and good.
That's what I was going to say. If Womack can knock down a tray, that would really help the Lady Dogs.
Reese Womack makes it a 3-point game. Louisiana looking for a stop, and the Silex Lady Owls are looking to get something going on offense.
I think they're having a little discussion as
Reagan Bowser got a foul. It wasn't supposed to be as intentional as it might have looked. She came quick with the apology.
She did. She did. It kind of makes you chuckle, though, because Abigail Mooney about went flying into the bench. But, we have to remind people occasionally basketball is a contact sport.
Chapman and Reese take a seat. Powell and Pedersen into the ball game. Shots up, no good. Getting the rebound that time is Gradicke, fighting for it. Coming away with it is Isom. Isom has the ball go high off the glass. She's fouled, will go to the free throw line. The shot almost fell.
I tell you what an exciting game. Down here under a minute to go, and really, coaches, I would say that these two coaches are going to pull their hair out. I don't think either have any to pull out, Robert James and Derek Brandstetter, but those second chance shots are just a bummer for teams.
Maddie Isom knocks down the free throw, her first. She gets another one. Keeping in mind that last Wednesday night when Marianne Everhart and Haley Leak were calling this ball game, it went to overtime.
Nice free throw shooting in there from Maddie Isom. I'm sorry, that was Mooney, wasn't it?
No, you were correct. Maddie Isom, and it's a 5-point lead for Silex. Louisiana with the ball. A big possession. Emily Powell with it. Right elbow goes in the corner to Bowser. Bowser's going to drive, put the shot up off the glass as she gets past Hall and lays it up and in. It's now a 3-point game.
Down to under 40 ticks to go, too.
Giving up her dribble that time is Abigail Mooney. Calling the timeout is Robert James. You're listening to area high school basketball action on KJFM Radio.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, Hayden's Motorsports, and La Crosse Lumber Company.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, "The sweetest fruits of life come from serving others." And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
See me, Tim Jenkins, at 3404 Georgia Street for a free insurance review.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
And a final from the high school gym.
That's right, Maddie Ingram. Why don't you give us a quick wrap as Winfield defeated Bowling Green?
Winfield just defeated Bowling Green 49-44, and Bowling Green was in it with at least 30 seconds to play until the end of the game, and they had a turnover, and Winfield took advantage of that and were able to put up an extra 2 points, gave them some insurance, and then Bowling Green struggled to get a point up on the scoreboard after that, and they fall to Winfield 49-44. It was a great game. It's a 2-7 matchup, but advancing on to the championship side of the bracket is Winfield, your 2 seed, and on the consolation side of the bracket, it will be Bowling Green. But a good game here in the high school gym, and it was a good showing of the Bowling Green Bobcats, but they fall today 49-44. It's been an Eagle 102 game. Break from the high school gym.
A nice something to continue building on for the Bowling Green Lady Bobcats. We'll get into that more in just a bit. 30.7 seconds, stretching it to a 4-point lead for Silex as Maddie Isom finds herself at the free throw line. That was a 4th foul for Reagan Bowser. Chapman taking a seat, Reese taking a seat. Powell, Pedersen, Womack, Campbell, and Bowser on the court for Louisiana. Isom's next free throw is up and well. Isom has been iced from the free throw line down the stretch. Louisiana looking to break Silex Owl press. Gets it across half court. Bowser to Campbell. Campbell's going to drive into the paint, lay it off the glass. No good. Coming away with the rebound is Maddie Hall, and she's fouled. Both teams now with 10 team fouls, so it's going to be decided at the line.
It is, and we kind of expected that, especially as tight of a game as this is. Remember, that's a 15th foul, or the 5th foul for Ty Campbell. So Reagan Bowser Jalea Reese re-enters.
Campbell takes a seat for the Louisiana Bulldogs, gets a hand as she fouls out with 5. Hall's high-arching free throw off the rim, the glass, the rim, and in.
And this is what you want from your seniors down the stretch.
Maddie Hall's played a great game this evening for the Silex Lady Owls.
I'm going to borrow your fingers and toes to add up her points as well.
Next free throw is up and in as well. That makes it a 7-point lead and a huge possession for the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs. Powell bounce pass left side to Pedersen. Pedersen drives, stolen away by Hall. Hall cross half court, jump stop. She's going to hold on to it. Let him send her to the free throw line. Bowser's trying not to pick up her 5th foul, but time's going to expire with the Silex Lady Owls defeating the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs 64-57. The 3 seed knocking off the 6 seed to wrap up tonight's games in opening round play from the Bowling Green tournament. We'll be back to wrap up this evening's action in just moments. You're listening to Area High School Basketball on KJFM Radio.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Are you looking for a small town bank that will deliver personalized service? This is Michael Mudd, President and CEO of Silex Banking Company. Come visit us at our 20 South 2nd Street location in Silex for a sit-down one-on-one experience. If you can't stop by, visit us online at silexbank.com or call 573-384-5221. We also offer mobile deposit, e-statements, and online banking. Silex Banking Company, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Cellular Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM.
We just wrapped up the final of 4 games today at the Bowling Green tournament. Play began at 5:30 this evening. The number 1 seed Ellsbury Indians down the 8 seed Van Far Lady Indians by a score of 47-29. Ellsbury will advance to face North Callaway. The 5 seed North Callaway Lady Thunderbirds down the 4 seed Clopton Lady Hawks 45-41. That means Van Far and Clopton will be squaring off in the consolation bracket, and this of course will all be Wednesday night action. Both of those games will take place at 5:30. And then the nightcap, the later 2 games, number 2 seed Winfield defeated 7 seed Bowling Green in a game that Bowling Green led for a good portion of that ball game. And then in the second half, Winfield started to pull away, but Bowling Green just kept coming back, Marianne.
They did. And I tell you what, Gordon, I was looking down at these scores. If you look at it, the 4-5 matchup, 4 points. The 2-7, 5 points. The 3-6, the 7 points. All those were won with less than they were single-digit wins. That tells you how tight the competition is here in this tournament.
3 seed Silex defeated 6 seed Louisiana 64-57. That sets up Winfield against Silex Wednesday night in the high school gym, 6:50 tip-off scheduled, and Bowling Green against Louisiana Wednesday 6:50 here in the James A. Wilson Gymnasium. Also a spotlight from this evening, Mara Jensen.
That's right. In the opening round action, it was Van Far Indian Mara Jensen who picked up her 1,000th career 1,000th career bucket. She put up 1,000 points over her.
Came into the ball game needing 22 points, and she got them all.
She got them all tonight. And so congratulations to Mara, and of course, we'll continue to see if she can add on to even more as they take on at Clopton on Wednesday evening.
That's where we stand from a bracket standpoint. Final thoughts as far as this ball game was scoring.
Well, let's run down some scoring. We'll start with the Lady Owls who won this one. I will admit that there is 2 points if you're adding up. We'll go through
a rogue bucket somewhere.
There is a rogue bucket. It was during one of our things where they were down, all crunched underneath the basket on the far end, and there's a bunch of blonde ponytails going. That's about all we could see. So leading the scoring tonight was Maddie Hall. We talked about her. She had a fantastic game. She put up 20 points tonight, which was something. Personally, I haven't seen her do a lot of this season. Was glad to see her get those numbers up this evening. Followed in there Abigail Mooney with 12, Maddie Isom with 11. I'm guessing it was probably one of those 2 that had that rogue 2 points that I'm missing. Rita Thurman added 7 points on the night. Sarah Gradicke, Kinsey James each had 2. Tori Mudd, and Kate Kinsey added to as well.
If you ask Coach Brandstetter if he'd be okay if he got out of the ball game with Sarah Gradicke only having 4 points, my guess would be he might have said yes.
He probably would, and even more on that flip side, you had 2 players in high double digits leading the scoring, which I'm not shocked. We said her name a lot. Actually, both of them. Reagan Bowser ended the night with 20 points as well. A lot of hers came from the free throw line. We'll get to that in a little bit. And then Reese Walmick added 15 on the night. So when your 2 players, one's a junior and one's a freshman, put up 20 points and 15 points in the opening round, that's good stuff right there. That's something you're going to build on and you're going to continue with. Jalea Reese, who didn't see as much time as I've seen her in the past, she had 8, so really you put her out there a little bit longer and she's going to be right there with them. And then Brylan Stewart has 4, and then adding 2 each, Jordan Pedersen, Ty Campbell, Deprecia Chapman, and Emily Powell. Powell was in foul trouble all night, and that's
early and often.
Yeah, and I think that was probably the big detrimental to the Lady Bulldogs this evening.
The final score, Silex defeated Louisiana 64-57. We'll be back with final thoughts, and to wrap things up from here, you're listening to high school basketball on KJFM Radio.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Bowling Green Pharmacy, Bessler Insurance Agency, a branch of Country Financial, Alicia Koenig, owner and broker of Remax Realty Shop, and Kraus Realty.
Northeast Missouri Title Company is proud to serve Louisiana and the surrounding areas. They also believe, much like the area athletes, hard work and dedication are what lead to a winning team. Northeast Missouri Title Company wishes all area athletes the very best this season and hopes to see everyone out supporting their favorite teams with excitement and good sportsmanship. Northeast Missouri Title Company at 4th and Tennessee Streets in Louisiana.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company is a proud sponsor of the local schools and their athletes. When it's time to quench that thirst, reach for one of the many Pepsi products found in the local concession stands, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, or the all-new Starry Lemon Lime. If you are wanting something other than soda, enjoy Bubbler, Clarbrun Water, Lipton Teas, Gatorade, and more. Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the area athletes a great season.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Gordon Sanders, Marianne Everhart getting ready to wrap things up from Bowling Green High School. The first night of the 98th annual Bowling Green tournament. We touched on it before. You can't ignore the weather forecast, but it's also not all that uncommon. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to hope we chase away Mother Nature.
Well, again, I Coach Matt Chance seems to have a pretty good in with Mother Nature and tends to bend her will to his way. And so, we talked about it off air. The more we seem to worry about it and plan like it's going to be something big, the more, knock on wood, it seems that nothing happens. So everybody continue to panic a little bit. Go buy that bread. Go buy those eggs if you can afford them. And go ahead and pile up like we got Snowmageddon coming again.
And then maybe we'll just get in all the basketball games as scheduled. It's expected to touch down some snow throughout the region on Tuesday night and into the Tuesday early morning hours. And then we'll see how far into Wednesday, and we'll deal with that and pass along any information from there. Of course, this was night number 1. The boys touch down on the hardwood tomorrow.
They do, and I tell you what, we'll have games again for you right here on Eagle 102. We'll begin at 5:30. We got some great matchups. Like the girls' side, the boys' side is evenly matched as well. In the high school gym, number 1 Ellsbury will take on number 8 Silex, followed by number 2 Clopton taking on number 7 Bowling Green. And really, Clopton coach Tony Francis says he is actually worried about the Bowling Green squad. So that's could be another 2-7 matchup that could be close. He mentioned that Bowling Green's kind of getting hot at the right time on the boys' side as well. So he's preparing for that. The middle school games, one I think is going to be fantastic here in the middle school tomorrow night at 5:30. Number 4 Louisiana taking on number 5 Van Far. Again, Van Far just won the Palmyra tournament, and if you're going to come into the Bowling Green tournament on a high, that's a high to have because you knocked off number 1 Palmyra in that one.
No, that's a big deal for Van Far, coming away with the win from the Palmyra tournament and a full head of steam coming in here. The Louisiana Bulldogs also with a pretty good head of steam right now.
So that's going to be, those 4-5 matchups. We know those are always good. And then the late game in the middle school gym tomorrow evening, number 3 North Callaway taking on number 6 Winfield. We saw Winfield at Clopton. They came, you can't, just because they're number 6 seed, you can't rule them out. They play very well.
And Winfield, they've got the record that they've got right now, but they also see a little bit bigger competition through the course of the season also.
They absolutely do. And, like I said, we've seen them that a 6 seed doesn't mean much when you've got Brady Creech and Peter Nickel who can knock down those outside shots left and right.
A great night of basketball to start things off this evening, and more to come tomorrow.
That's right. Again, a final from this one, Silex Lady Owls get the revenge on the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs, a game that Louisiana won in overtime just last week. Well, Silex gets the win tonight, 64-57.
Some thank yous to pass along for the rest of the crew.
That's right. We want to thank Brendan Ince for taking care of us back at the station tonight. Maddie Ingram, Mark Froenick, Corey Buchanan, all in the high school gym. Also, Tana Sanders will run around taking pictures. We'll have those available as well.
Lots more headed your direction. For Marianne Everhart, I'm Gordon Sanders, and good night from Bowling Green.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio. From